Good morning, Internet. It's 6 o'clock in the morning here in Burgas, Bulgaria, and I'm heading for a hotel in the eastern part of Istanbul. So I assume it will be quite a long ride, maybe not so much in kilometer, but when it comes to hours in the saddle, because I have some border crossing. I've chosen a smaller border, and then first I'm heading for a city named Izmit, and it will be on secondary road. But besides that, everything is fine here. I'll take a short video of my bike. So far it's done a good job. It's very dirty now. It's a 1745 cubic centimeter, 107 cubic inch Harley Davidson. The point of gravity is quite high because of my dry packs I have here on my luggage carrier. What I have done to this before I took off from Denmark is to replace the saddle with a Harley Davidson Sundowner. It's soft, but it moved me a little too far forward towards the handlebar, because I also put on 4-inch risers. It's maybe difficult to look because of my windscreen and my phone, which means that the handlebar came closer to my position in the saddle. It also moved me approximately 30 millimeter, 3 centimeter up, but I can still reach the ground flat-footed on both sides. Then I have put on a windscreen, Gustafsson, I imported from USA, because on these Sport Glide we have this small fairing in the front, and when it comes factory equipped, the windscreen is useless. It's nice to have, protect from insects and also protect for strong wind. Then I have put on some fog lights. That means I have actually 3 headlights on when I'm riding. That's for visibility and my own safety. Then I have put on protection for the oil cooler. It's this one, because the oil cooler is not protected from the factory. So I found this on a web shop, Motea, in Germany, and I also put on a front fender extender. It further protects the oil cooler because it's a radiator, just like the water cooler on a car, and a lot of stone will over time destroy it. Then I put on a fan operated oil cooler, because stop and go in the city in 40-44 degrees Celsius heat will make this air-cooled engine very, very hot. And stop and go, I have my feet down on the ground, which means the radiation from the rear cylinder will go up in my tires and heat them up. I know that from last year when I rode my Sportster, my modified Sportster. And then I have put what they called mid-frame air or heat deflector. That should prevent a lot of heat, for example when driving slow, also in traffic, that the heat is going up on my tires. But at least it really helps when I'm driving slow. But okay, that's all for now. It's time to get ahead towards Turkey. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello Internet. It's now Monday afternoon. I think it's 3 p.m. something like that. Welcome to the Sign Hotel in the city Kocaeli, the land Turkey. I've been lucky with this hotel. Many hotels don't serve alcohol, but here I can get a number of lemonade, exactly as many as I like, I guess. But I'm leaving again tomorrow. I have a long trip ahead of me, because if I'm going to Georgia, I think it's called Georgia in English, otherwise I will find out. Google Translate. That's quite a trip. Approximately, I think, another 1,000 kilometers from here, and then I have to go south again, back to Turkey, to meet my wife and my youngest daughter in Alanya. So I have a deadline. That was not what I expected. Then I had a little, I will call it, incident here on the back of my motorcycle. I had some 20 W50 oil. I had to top up oil, my engine oil. It's haven't 4,000 kilometers yet, or maybe it just had now on this trip today. But then I chopped up and I put it under those, can I call it binders, elastic binders. And then it was leaking, and it leaked oil on my rear tire, and I just about to lie down on the road. Now I have to drive carefully, no leaning for quite a while. I can see, if you look here, my exhaust have been down, touching the road. My footrests, they are spring, can I say activated, so they have to be like this. But it could have led to an accident, but luckily it didn't. Stupidity, yeah, I was stupid, and against stupidity, everyone is fighting, but they will never win. We are ending here in at the Point Hotel, the Sign Hotel, yeah, Kocaeli, so it was. Okay, we are at my room, 7th floor, 5-star business conference center. You just name it. Here, huge double bed, carpets on the floor. What can I say? Not much. I booked the room including breakfast, so I'm a little excited to see the breakfast tomorrow. Outside 7:05. Hello. This is on the 7th floor. The surroundings doesn't look very nice. It's a construction area. There's a lot of constructions going on. But the hotel is very nice. I don't know how long it's been here, but it's been here for quite a while. And there's not that many guests. Let me take this one down. Ah, that's how it's done. 0. Mirror on the doors. And everyone can see my beer belly. It's grown a lot since I stopped working. It's actually grown too much. Now we walk out in the lobby. This is huge. I walk down to the restaurant. Hello, I'm just filming for my YouTube channel.
Okay.
How are you? I'm looking for the restaurant. There was some food up there.
Yes.
Is it also available for me or?
7.
At 7 o'clock.
Evet.
But this restaurant, is it open also?
Yes.
And you have a menu?
Yes. Menü buyurun.
Yeah. And you have a wine list?
Evet.
But all restaurants are,
Menu.
they open at 7?
7.
Yeah.
7.
Do you have a wine list? Wine? Red wine? You have Efes beer?
Efes beer.
Yeah. And red wine?
No.
No red wine?
Yes.
Oh, I will die. I will survive on Efes then. Yeah. All right. Have a look at this. I wonder what I have paid for that room. But yeah, it will not ruin me. I'm staying here for one night, proceeding tomorrow. But I'm tempted to book one more night. Maybe I change my mind later this afternoon or tonight. And there's a very nice restaurant. Whether they serve lamb shank or not, I don't know. I ordered a cold beer and it's already served to me. Now, before expressing my enthusiasm for this place, I should have checked the restaurant pricing. Their pricing for alcohol, which means wine and beer, it's just too much. I don't think it's acceptable. Denmark is an expensive country, and the pricing for alcohol here exceeds what I have to pay in Denmark, which is one of the most expensive countries in the world. But never mind, rooms are fine, food is okay, and yeah, I have a pleasant stay. So it will be. I booked another night, and then tomorrow morning I proceed further northeast towards the coast of the Black Sea. Bye bye.